the Torah, what does the Old Testament say about abortion?
In Jewish law, there's a difference between a Jew getting an abortion and a non-Jew getting an abortion. So if you want to talk about the Bible itself, so the Bible itself, the Torah, Chumash, it doesn't talk about abortion anywhere. There's obviously a law against murder, and the question would be, does abortion fall under that? But that's not discussed. And then there is one set of psukim, set of verses which talk about if two men are getting into a fight and they accidentally hit a pregnant woman and it kills the fetus. So the verse tells us that you have to pay to the father of that fetus. You have to pay a certain amount of value, which gets determined by the court. So that's really all the Chumash, all the Bible talks about abortion. In the oral tradition of Jewish law, it tells us that for a non-Jew, I'm just going to simplify it, after 40 days after conception, from that point on, it's considered murder to abort a fetus. So that's for a non-Jew to do that action would be considered murder after 40 days.
Okay. So I remember when Avi and his wife came to visit for a few minutes, obviously the question everyone wants to know is, why is it murder for a non-Jew after 40 days and why for a Jew is it not?
So, well, it's not necessarily not murder for a Jew after 40 days. Well, let me tell you what it is for a Jew first, and then we can discuss what the differences are, and why the differences are. So for a Jew, it's a lot more complicated. I'm not going to take you through all the technical mumbo jumbo, but I'll just get you to the bottom line. There's an argument among the modern day rabbinic scholars, Orthodox scholars, whether or not it's considered murder for a Jew. That's before 40 days or after 40 days. So there's a famous posek, a famous what's the English word for posek?
Codifier of Jewish law.
That's not a
decider.
Yeah, I guess it's because it's not a judge; it's more of a decision maker, so to speak. I don't know. I don't have a word for it. Is there an?
It's probably authority of Jewish law, rabbinic authority on Jewish
rabbinic
law.
authority.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
So his name is Rav Moshe Feinstein. So he is the most stringent on this area, and he says that it's considered murder for a Jew even before 40 days, pretty much from conception. That would be the most stringent view. But the range goes all the way until there's a commentary called the Tzitz Eliezer, who's also a posek, a decider of Jewish law, and he says that it's not considered murder even after 40 days. It's not considered murder ever. There's a different issue with it, but there's a few different possible issues. One of them is
considered murder ever.
It's never considered. Well, I mean, after the baby's born, obviously, but up till the baby's out of the womb or out of the birthing channel, it's not considered murder ever.
I mean, up till childbirth,
up till birth, it's not considered murder. But that doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with it. There is something wrong with it, and the only time.
Oh, it's so funny, guys. Real quick, I literally just got a notification just now. New episode of Jewish Thought Flow: Abortion and Halacha. That's funny.
There you go.
Right? Yeah, the timing, man. That's great. So for whoever doesn't know, halacha with a ch, it means Jewish law. That's what it means. Abortion, Jewish law. That's funny, man. Life is weird. Okay.
Yes, I recorded that just before this episode. So he holds it's never murder. The problems would be either damaging to the woman's body, which is also forbidden under Jewish law to damage oneself, except under certain circumstances, which is why he allows abortion under certain circumstances, which I'll get to in a second. And the other problem would be wasting.
Just cut in for a second. That's just an interesting point that it's sort of the abortion debate in America is set up on like two sides. It's the woman's body, the woman's choice, versus it's another life. It has its own rights. Torah law has another side, which is it could be your body, but you're not the owner of your body. You were given a body for a reason. And you're not allowed to just do whatever you want with your body. There's Jewish law about damaging oneself. You're not allowed to just decide, hey, I want to chop off a limb. Hey, I want to mutilate my ear or mutilate my nose or anything. You're not allowed to do that.
Or mutilate other things that people are mutilating in this day and age.
Right. So you're not allowed to do that because God gave us a body and he gave us a specific body. I know there's the idea that we can be put in the wrong body, but the question is always begged, who put you in that wrong body? So if you hold somebody could put you in a body, I assume he knew what he was doing when he put you in that body. So we don't hold that You can just pick what I want to do with my body. Our bodies are here for a purpose. They're given on loan, so to speak, for us to do a certain mission in this world. And one of the Jewish laws is you're not allowed to just damage yourself. So abortion could be, even if it is just the woman's body, that's not like, okay, if it's your body, your choice. My body, my choice is not a thing in Jewish law. It's God's body, God's rules. It's probably more the accurate phrase.
Right. So that's definitely something very contradictory to your average secular liberal person, where they say, "Well, what do you tell me? How can you tell me what to do? God this, God schmod. It's my body. It's my choice."